In this video, you'll discover the locations of all the bosses in Roblox Dragon Souls. Don't forget to subscribe for more captivating content. Alright, let's dive right in. The first boss you'll encounter is the farmer. He's not too far from the jungle island. Follow me closely from the first spawn point, and you'll spot him standing there with his shotgun. Ready to fight? He might not seem that tough at first, but don't underestimate him, as he's fast and can shoot from a distance. The second boss you'll face is Cyber. You can find him on the back side of Red Ribbon Island, right behind the dusty old warehouse in the depot area. You may come across him naturally as you play through the story, but if not, just head over to that part of the island, and you'll see him waiting for a fight. Dr. Grey Roll is a bit tricky to reach. Unlike the other bosses, you can't just go straight to him. First, you have to complete a special questline that gives you the key item to unlock the door to his lab. His lab is located near the Great Plains, behind the area where you fight the evil mage. If you don't have the quest item, his door won't open and you can't fight him. Once you have the item, head to his lab. Next, we move to Turles. He's a tough boss, waiting on top of a huge tree on Turles Island. You'll need to climb to reach him. Turles has over 100,000 health, which means he can take a lot of damage before going down. Make sure you've leveled up your character and have strong gear before taking him on, because he won't go down easily. Boku Black is the next boss on the list. He is available behind the city, north of the big tree where you fought Turles. This boss is much stronger than Turles, with around 268,000 health and 2 phases. In the first phase, he's tough, but in the second phase, he becomes even more powerful. So you'll need to be fully prepared before challenging him. Make sure to stock up on healing items, upgrade your abilities, and plan your strategy well. Now, it's time to face the Yeti King. He is a massive boss you can find on the Grand Patrol Island, in the cold, snowy region. The Yeti King is not only huge, but also very strong. He has up to 320,000 health, so it's going to take a lot of hits to bring him down. Plus, he hits hard, and if you're not careful, other Yetis might join the fight, making things even more difficult. Be prepared for a long, tough battle. Next up is Android 13, a challenging boss located on Power Tower Island, right next to the pile of bones. Like Boku Black, he has 2 stages, which means you'll have to defeat him twice. He has around 170,000 health, so you'll need to come prepared for a tough fight. His attacks can deal a lot of damage, and in his second phase, he becomes even more dangerous. Make sure you've improved your character's abilities, and use any special skills you have to weaken him. With good timing and strategy, you'll be able to defeat him. The next boss is Nappe, but you won't be able to fight him until you've progressed far enough in the game's story. Like Dr. Grey Roll, you need to complete certain tasks in the storyline before you can challenge him. He's located in the East City crater, but you'll notice that there's a barrier protecting it. Once you've completed enough of the story, the barrier will disappear, and you'll be able to fight him. Nappe is one of the toughest bosses, so ensure you're well prepared before trying to fight him. Finally, we have the hardest boss in the game, the Great Ape. You'll find him on the Wastelands Island. The Great Ape is a massive monster, with at least 2.5 million health, making him the most difficult boss to defeat. You'll need to be at your absolute best to take him on. His attacks are devastating, and he can easily wipe you out if you're not careful. Make sure you're leveled up to the maximum, have the best gear, and are fully stocked with healing items before even thinking about challenging him. And that's it, folks. Those are all the boss locations in Dragon Souls. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.